So I got a question a lot of time from people I mentor, particularly. They're like, I don't know what to do next in the business. Like, I've done everything I know I need to do. What do I do next? And so here's generally my advice. It comes in a couple of parts. Also keep in mind, it might take a while to actually get here. If you don't know who I am, I'm Scott Oldford. I mentor a lot of 7+ figure online businesses. Been doing it for a long time. Been very successful at helping a lot of people scale, build, grow, sell their companies. And so the first thing I tell them to do is go. I'm like, hey, where have you vacationed? Where have you wanted to go on a vacation? When's the last time you took a vacation? When's the last time you really did something for yourself? Disconnected. And I get like, that's the first thing you want to do. And what I mean by this is you for the current level you're at in your business, you kind of got things running the way that they are. All right, so it's ready for that sort of next level. So that's the first thing I tell people to do. And then the second thing I tell people to do, I say, okay, write down, and my book, The Nuclear Effect, you can get it for free at thenucleareffect.com, by the way. In that book, I have 6 pillars of a 7+ figure online business. Kind of simple. So write down marketing, sales, operations, delivery, mindset, and finances. All right, on a piece of paper. All right, so I'm going to write it down. I don't want you to do anything with it yet. So then what I want you to do is I want you on another piece of paper, I want you to write down your anxiety list. And I want you to go through every anxiety that's in your mind, okay? Absolutely everything. And so your anxiety list, you got these 6 kind of boxes. So then what I want you to do is I want you to go back and I want you to think about every problem and every anxiety when it comes to marketing, sales, operations, team, delivery, finance, mindset. And I want you to put it on a piece of paper. Now, this should take you some time, and you should be disconnected from the world. Like, go for half a day. If you can, go to nature, your favorite spot, whatever it might be. Like, go and, like, enjoy life a little. Disconnect a little. Be in the visionary, the entrepreneur visionary. Don't be in, like, the mundane day-to-day by any stretch. All right, so you have your anxiety list. You have the 6 pillars. And then what we want to do is we want to be able to take this and say, okay, what do we want to do in the next 30 days? What do we want to do in the next 90 days? And what do we want to do in the next year? That's your focus, okay? So then you take those things and then you say, okay, you're basically prioritizing things based upon how important something is, how important it is to the business, how important it is to you. All right, so we're going to take that. And now, that's going to be kind of our guiding light. But before we actually go and do this, then what we want to do, before we go and put the marching orders in, then what we want to do is we want to go back and say, why am I scaling my business? Right? Why am I scaling my business? So let's say you're at $75,000 a month, $100,000 a month, and you want to go to, say, $300,000 a month. You're like, okay, these are the problems, these are the things. I need you to get real clear about why. Because if the only reason is if like literally the only reason is more, it's not very fun. It's not going to be fun to go to that next level. You should probably just stay where you are and wait to get clear about it. Put some money in the bank, so on. So as long as you can get clear about why you want to go to that next stage of growth, the next level of scaling, I just take some time and wait. Right? Entrepreneurs don't like to do that. But I took a 6-month sabbatical in 2020 to 2021. And I learned about waiting. Real life waiting. I've never, it's the first time in my life I didn't make money. First time in my life I just waited. And I enjoyed it. It was an enjoyable experience. I was a little bored at the end, and I was a little like, wow, I need to do something. Like, don't get me wrong. It wasn't an easy experience. But in the place of waiting comes massive motivation. In the place of waiting comes conviction. And so when you're at that stage of what's next, what do I do next? You have to take some time. You have to understand what the problems are. You have to understand why you want to do this thing. And once you get clear on that and you take some time, then you're like, okay, let's get things back on the to-do list. Let's get ready for this next level. It's been Scott Oldford. I'm excited for your next level, whichever level that is. I help scale 7+ figure online businesses. I am one of the best in the world at doing that. If you want to get on the newsletter, want all the good stuff, See below. If you like the video, like the video. I'll see you soon.